Welcome, journeyers, NFT enthusiasts, and cryptomaniacs. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Macro Crypto, where each and every week we break down the news within the JRNY CLUB, as well as Planet Zolo, giving you our perspective and taking you along our journey as a legendary journeyer within the space. Basically, we're creating a docu-series on the evolution of this project. That way you can see how it all began, how the adversity hit, the roller coasters, and all the bullish news that comes along the way. And do we have some bullish news for you today? So if you do enjoy the content, give us a like, subscribe, head over to that Twitter page at Macro Crypto Club. Like always, link will be down in the description. And currently we do these videos off the cuff. There is no editing right now, which that will change. But I do want to let everyone know I typically also black out in the middle of these videos, forgetting what I even am talking about. And always, there's times I forget to talk about something very important that I remember at the end of the video. But with that said, if there's questions you have, throw them in the comments. Also, for any journeyers watching this video, if there's something I forget that's a very, good insight to have, throw in the comments as well for anyone that might come across that and find it useful. So I just want to throw that out there. Let's go ahead, everyone, dive into our content today. So we threw a tweet out earlier today before I was going to record this video. First person to reply, we're going to throw their villager into the thumbnail. And Atomic Neb, as well as Crypto Sloth, responded within 2 seconds of each other. So as you could tell when you clicked on the thumbnail, both of those villagers made it onto our thumbnail. Now we're going to start doing this on a weekly basis, which I'll get into why in just a second here. But we wanted to show off some of the other comments that were on there as well, because there weren't that many. But the Jostafo, I hope I pronounced that right, threw their villager into the mix. And then as well as Cryptoman threw that, that blue tiger skin, which I do find pretty dope. And then over here, Ruby Tuesdays Cafe is flexing on all of us with their ape. And the biggest flex of them all actually came from Mr. Token flexing that alien. Well, I'm jealous, just saying. So the reason why I'm doing this, my perspective is Atomic Neb and Crypto Sloth basically both just found themselves commenting before anybody else. Now, what I want to turn this into right now, this is not the case, but we do want to spotlight or highlight a certain villager on a weekly basis on this channel moving forward, getting the community more involved. But how I think that's going to change in the future will be also, maybe a winner for the battle game tournament that goes on for the previous week. Or if there is nothing that is currently going on within the community, doing a Twitter poll, doing different things to get the community involved. But what I think is going to be really unique about these different villagers, maybe you get them, famous enough and people want your autographs out there. I don't know. Just joking. That was just corny and should be edited out, but we can't because we're doing this off the cuff. So in coming back, what I want from this is that some of the news that we're going to get from later in this video is that these villagers will be able to be named, as well as giving them a little bit of a backstory or a description from what was happening on planet Earth before they got to planet Zolo. So I think that's going to create some lore within the space as well. And it's going to be a unique way to allow to spotlight one NFT within these videos and kind of build on top of that. Now, I don't know where that's going to go, or if that's going to even create some good content for the viewers out there. But I do think that over time, we might get a little, some NFTs that are a little bit more valuable than others from this. So just saying, we'll see where that goes. Just wanted to kind of give you a little heads up on that. Let's go ahead, get into our OpenSea page, JRNY CLUB official page. Floor price currently at 1.31 ETH. We do have 6.4 thousand owners. So there's that. That is not really moving, not budging much at all. We do have 131 items currently up for sale, which is a little bit higher than last week. This past week, we did have a big explosion in the price, almost getting to 2 ETH, which we'll go over that news, which I'm completely bullish on. And then also checking out the Planet Zolo villagers themselves, current floor price of 0.109. just over 2,000 on the volume traded. We want to see the owners get above 5,000 here, probably hopefully in the coming weeks. The more individuals coming into the space, the better for you and I as investors. And then the one thing I will say, this number has almost been cut in half from our previous video. I think it was over 1,300 last week. Currently, by now, at 770 villagers. So we'll see how that continues to play out, keeping a close eye on that. And lastly, always checking on those Zolo key cards. Current floor price of 0.2 with a total of 6,800 key cards available out there. The only deflationary NFT within the ecosystem. Always going to be checking in on that, as the floor price should rise as more people either burn or they have to burn in order to get those villagers. So if you don't understand that concept, the key card itself gives you a option to burn and potentially get a very rare villager within the space. Or you can go right to, of course, OpenSea and just pick up a villager and find yourself into our ecosystem. So we wanted to give you a little heads up that a roadmap 2.0 is going to be coming out this week. This is going to be some good visuals on understanding where this project is headed, you know, in the short term, but also in the long term. And we will drop that in the next video once we receive a little bit of an update on that roadmap 2.0. Just want to kind of give you a heads up that that's coming out. Also, the POAP snapshot was already taken previously. This is going to be going on quarterly. So if you're considering getting into the JRNY Club, there's no better time than right now, in my opinion, based off obviously the prices that you can get in at. I do not think you're going to get at much lower, but I don't have a crystal ball. Obviously, I'm very biased. I'm massively involved in this project, but just take my opinion with a grain of salt. But the also reason is, if you can get into this project now, holding a JRNY Club membership pass, giving these POAPs, I think will have a lot of benefit to you in the future, especially if you have a very long-term approach when getting into investing into this project. So, you know, just want to continue throwing that out there. Also, Cetify will be dropping their S funds to the JRNY Club members in April. The amount still unknown. When they do, you'll be able to see it here on how much we received on that drop, and that way you can either get jealous or laugh, one way or another. Also, we do show this image, the pods dropping, for a couple reasons. There's a mysterious box that are going to be dropped to JRNY Club members. Do I know what's inside of it? No, it's a mystery box. There's rumors. I don't know what it is. Could it be pods as well that are the box, and then what comes in those pods? You know, I don't know how this is going to play out. You know, maybe NFTs, maybe in real life items. You know, your guess is as good as mine, but there is going to be an idea of a mystery pod or a mystery box given to the JRNY Club members. So do want to kind of give you a little update on what's happening in the future. Also, Minecraft will potentially, they're working on a deal that'll allow this community to earn Stardust within the Minecraft ecosystem, and then which hopefully will bring some individuals to our Discord, building out our community. Just a very smart move on the behalf of their team. Always checking on our Stardust leaderboard. AAA, Triple B is just smoking everyone each and every week, but Sir Castile is not too far behind. Can we see a change in rankings in the coming weeks? Maybe. Raja, number 3, RBSM, number 4, and Ches at number 5. Do want to throw out that Ty B. Thuggin recently posted having over 70 villagers. The dude's just flexing hard in the chat sometimes. So I do wish I was in your position. I do want to say that. I have 12 right now, but you know, when someone comes in there with 70, you're just like, whoa, okay, I see you. And then also do want to give a quick shout out to Coffee Bean. Coffee Bean is in there grinding in the Discord, giving all the happenings, a lot of positive vibes out there. So real quick hat tip to you, Coffee Bean. I know everyone also gives you a shout out as well, but I just wanted to throw a little bit of a thank you as well. And then your boy, as always, sitting at number 35. We've been jumping pretty well in these rankings ever since we've been kind of picking up different passes along the way. But when you get up this high, with the big boys, it's a battle. I think last week we were a little bit higher than we're at right now. So we'll see how it all plays out. But we're up here playing, swinging with the big boys, trying to move up in the rankings. But we are sitting at number 35, so that's pretty solid. Now, what you can buy with your Stardust. The Stardust store has officially opened. To a lot of people's shock, the prices on the Stardust were a little higher than what they expected. I personally want that. You got to work for it. What, you think you're going to go in there a couple days and just get a free NFT? Come on now. Everyone wants hand-me-outs like these days. Look, work. And what are we really working at if we're really talking here? You go in there, you type star work and star collect. And the collect is once a day. So not a lot of effort really there to collect Stardust. This is a bonus that the JRNY Club has, and I think it's a very unique bonus. Discord points giving NFTs within the space, or the ability to turn your Stardust into NFTs, basically for free. So understand that there's no effort being made in there. The more Stardust you can collect with the amount of JRNY Club passes that you hold, as well as the number of Zolos you hold. Also, you'll be able to use battle game rewards as well for Stardust, I believe. And we just talked about Minecraft. So all these aspects will get you into the JRNY Crypto Club and allow you to purchase an NFT and get it for free. Now, if you do purchase a Tron in this instance, once you purchase that within the store, you will randomly get a Tron selected for you. Just as a heads up, you don't get to go to the community and pick one out yourself. Also, do want to point out that the website will be dropping soon with the store, and they will have some in real life options like computer gaming hardware. That's just okay. I'm going off point here. I'm just trying to think too much. Now, also, the image that you see in front of you is a frame that you will be able to also purchase within the store, as well as event tickets. This way, if you want to show off one of your NFTs, you can use this, and they'll give you a 100% voucher that you can take to that website. And I think the only thing you'll have to pay for is shipping, or events like for NFT New York, for instance. So there'll be some really dope things within the store, and it's a really cool bonus that the community has. Also, talking about Planet Zolo specifically and getting away a little bit from the JRNY Club itself, what you can expect from Planet Zolo if you cannot find yourself getting the JRNY Club because it's currently too expensive. There is no better time than right now to go find yourself getting a villager. In my opinion, guess what? Your villager is going to be able to do something that we're going to talk about in just a second here, but also it's going to be able to mint a villager companion. Also, the villager battle game itself will be dropping. That is going to be the biggest catalyst in my opinion. Do I know any insider information? Do I know how good the game is? No. I am hoping that this game really takes off, because that's going to be the catalyst that this project needs for the short term, but also is really going to create a good foothold on the position that I think this project can make if they come out the gate swinging with that battle game. So all eyes for me will be on that battle game, and we'll talk about that. I think they should be coming out with that in April, maybe in the coming weeks. And then eventually, that's only PC, by the way, eventually that will go mobile, which is only more bullish news if it can go mobile, if you can be on the bus playing it, at the airport, wherever the case may be, and using your NFTs is just, come on now. Let's get after it, right? What am I even saying at this point? So here we go. Let's go dive into the video real quickly, discussing why we're all here. The JRNY. So I did mute the volume only obviously because YouTube might come down on me hard within 30 seconds. They might even still do it if we're being honest with one another. But we're going to be going over each of these options and why I see this so important for the ecosystem. Even if you knew that eventually they were going to come out with a JRNY token, guess what? When it's official, it sets a precedence. And I just went over a video in regards to the ape token and why I view that so highly, because look at you over here, Coin Bureau, trying to sneak your way in, get some free ad time. Now, on my videos of all things. But so talking about real quickly the staking mechanisms that are going to be utilized for your JRNY token. I don't know if it's JRNY token. I don't know what they're going to abbreviate it with, but only one could, expect JRNY. You're going to be able to use both your passes, your membership pass through JRNY CLUB, as well as your Planet Zolo Villager. So understand that those two will allow you to earn the token, which will probably, in most cases, be an ERC20 token. Now, if they can get on exchanges, even crazier, they're most likely going to be obviously able to get onto DEXs, which are like SushiSwap or Uniswap, but can they get on those centralized exchanges like Coinbase? Would be a massive pull. Gemini, Kraken, Qcoin, Binance, that will be kind of a big play to see how that works out. I'm sure they're working, night and day behind the scenes on that. Also, play to earn in the gaming. If you can earn a little bit of these ERC20 tokens within game, even more bullish. Using for the minting of the Zolo companions, creating more utility for the token itself, and then in-game cosmetics and upgrades. We're talking about being able to ultimately change your character within the game using the token itself. And then future sets and more. So we've talked about this before in regards to the utility token, being able to use this as a whole. JRNY CLUB being the parent company, subsidiaries, Planet Zolo being the first, and then other future sets, other ecosystems in the entire class of the parent company, JRNY CLUB. And then the more ecosystems are, the more value that JRNY token will have over time. Now, even the crazier aspect on this is even further thinking about different ways that you can utilize the JRNY token. I could even use it on a YouTube channel. Maybe we sell merch and we only accept the JRNY token for the merch. And that's even almost like I'm getting into the ecosystem, or the ecosystem's being involved outside of itself, creating more value. Then on top of that, you start to think, okay, now if it is an ERC20 token, well, I'm a big believer in interoperability. I know a lot of you are out there, whether it's through ADA, Polkadot, Solana, or Solano, I should say. Solana. It's getting late, I'm sorry. But those, whether it's a bridge and a wrap token, or there's a true interoperability where they can cross those tokens over to other platforms, then also creates even more utility. And this is trying to think on a bigger picture also, and you can't think of it like this is going to happen this year, but eventually JRNY gets to a point where they can create an ecosystem on Polkadot, as well as they can create an ecosystem and an NFT drop or an NFT ecosystem over on Cardano. All of these different things can play out, and that you start to think of JRNY as a parent company, and that web starts to grow to those other ecosystems. And then smaller ecosystems branch off of that. And how big this truly can become, it's mind-blowing to me. I'm just, trying to think in a bigger light and just share my thoughts with you. I know there was a lot of rambling going on in this video. We were just breaking down all the wild news because this is going to get crazy in my opinion. And I'm really excited about the token itself, especially the launch, because I think the possibilities are going to be endless with this. And I want to really be diving deep into this even further, looking at when they do launch the tokenomics of it, how many tokens are available, what's a fair launch look like, how is this going to play out and how it's going to benefit me, but also how it's going to benefit the community. All of these different things are going to play in a massive way for the project's future. So I hope you guys enjoy the content. Again, I know there's a lot of rambling. We'll in the future, we'll edit these out so that way we shorten them up or kind of keep away some of the, babbling that goes on. But either way, everyone, give us a like, subscribe. Peace. Till next time.